Hello, it's Etharal here, and today we are doing another Let's Play for the Stellaris Galaxy Divided mod, where we have been playing as the Sith Empire. As you can see, I have sorted out the Mandalorians a little bit, get them to be a bit more stable and contributing correctly to the Empire. There is a lot of options that we do have. Oh, who are these? The Great Oschaku Dominion. I'm guessing they are a random race that's been created, not an intended one. So, the plan for today is we are going to look at potentially attacking the Wookiees. The Wookiees are somebody we could declare war on them. We could, let's have a look, humiliate open borders, vassalize the Wookiee clans. Very much doable. It would take 108 actually. It's not doable, unfortunately. So, it's a case what we're going to need to do is we are going to need to split the Wookiee clans in half, I think. I think that'll probably be the best way to try and claim them, will literally be to split them down the middle sort of thing. And so what we'll do is we will liberate this one and this one, creating hopefully some land across there that we can then 1, 2, and 3, and then leave them to it on these. And those are the Protectorate of the Hook clans. Fair enough. So that's the plan at least. So that way we'll have a nice bit of land up here that we can then integrate into ourselves and once again expand. So to do that, we are in the process of mass army building in our planet, and then we are going to look at massively increasing as well our Black Fleet. Our Black Fleet is one of our proudest ones that we are going to look at expanding ever further. And so, these guys are continuing, I think it's safe to say, they're continuing their job of basically preparing for what? I don't even know what that was. But yeah, so the plan is basically these fleets, they are continuing the Shadow Hand and the Emperor's Wrath fleet. They are, I think, certainly in a situation where they are ready. However, it is a case that the Black Fleet is one that's got a lot of work that still needs to be done to it. Luckily, it's something that we can do. We do have the option to be able to. What's this? War declaration. But no, I don't want to declare war on anybody or anything like that. My government, I have Shed Elixir of Life. I'm actually part of some federation or something like that I don't know about, because I seem to be getting these, things saying, oh, come get these to join, or do you want to vote on this, and things like that, and I don't understand where they're coming from. We do have some slight problems as well, in that we are having some people who, for example, the Droman cast Separatist faction here. Oh, it's only got 3, it's nothing too bad. They are apparently going down, but, there is still ones like this one here, the 20-odd one, 38 one. They are becoming increasingly a problem, and we are going to have to look at doing something about that in the near future. So, who's this? A vote. Right-click to dismiss that. I don't care about that. Don't really care about that governor dying. Well, I do. I just can't replace him just yet, which is the problem. And we do have enough now to do a colony ship if we did want to. We don't want to at the minute though. We are going to save our influence, and we are instead going to be using our influence on actually getting more land in terms of military. And some ships have been upgraded. What has been upgraded? I think that'll have been the Emperor's Wrath fleet, I'm guessing. I should imagine at least. You will go back to Qatar, and you will upgrade your fleet as well. This fleet here is now as strong as it can be, so yous are going to move down. I believe down here would be a good one to target. Move across there, yeah. Actually, no. You are going to move to this planet here, and you're going to go and enter into orbit around this gas giant, ready to actually take lands. Although I should probably leave you up here. It would be a good idea to have somebody up here. I may actually send the Black Fleet to go and do that job. At least that way there will be somebody. They're not, the Black Fleet isn't really a major one, so they're not massively impressive, but they also aren't terrible. They do still have 2 battleships left to do, and then a load of actual Minas class What are they? Men's class cruisers, that's the one. Oh, surface, I can improve the surface. And I am more than happy too. So, it's only improving my food output, which they don't actually, Korriban really doesn't need. But, it still doesn't hurt. So, still, let's actually, oh, happiness, they're not happy. Well, that's a problem I'll deal with at a later time. For the minute, let's just build up a load of these and improve the planet as much as we can to try and make sure that our people, certainly they don't starve. They're not starving anytime soon. Our people are, I would like to think, very well fed and very happy with the situation that at the minute. How true that is, whether that's just me wishful thinking, though, of course, it's probably just me wishful thinking. I think that sounds about right, to be honest, but oh well. And there are people who are unhappy, which is not great, but unfortunately, there's not really all that much that we can do about that. They're just going to have to kind of just be unhappy. That's the option, basically. We are also as well there, as you can see, we have gone and got ourselves some extra, improving basically the planetary administration. Intention there is to try and look at getting that planet actually expanding correctly. But here we are back to it here, just trying to get as much as we can to build up our forces. And they have finished. So the science ships, as you can see, they are doing a lot here. And investigate some more aliens. I don't want to investigate any aliens. How is my research going? My research even is going slowly would be the answer to that. And so these two, the Galactic Republic here, they are somebody that we do want to try and attack. They are inferior to us. Pathetic. Their technology level, however, is superior. Well, we can't allow that now, can we? Luckily, we do have, we can get an extra 200 ship capacity. We could get, people and military a lot higher than this if we did so desire. And, well, actually, we do desire and we do plan to. And so, let's have a look, see how we can do that. We can't at the minute. We've got 21,000 minerals, so we're going to save up, we're going to build back up our minerals, and then we will look at probably building another fleet, I think, would be a good call. Do you have a spaceport? You do have a spaceport. It is fully upgraded, which is great. You will build me, yes, build that. Definitely. And do we want to do any of these growth time? No. Assembly yards, I guess. We could do a fleet academy. We are lacking in influence. Chance 2. It does make ships from this place better, which is not terrible, but not something that's needed. Solar panels. We want to try and bring in as much as we possibly can. And synchronized defenses, fire rates, weapon rates. Not terrible. We probably should look at expanding this a little bit more, and we do have, by the looks of things, solar panels. Oh, we don't have solar panels here. There we go. It's just going to bring in some extra energy credits, not something that we massively need, but still something that's always useful to have to hand. We also are also going to stop, I think, with the colonization for the foreseeable future. Actually, no, we're not. We are going to spend some to colonize somewhere, hopefully at least colonize somewhere so that we can, with any luck, they are very far down to the south. They are going to be a very long while before we can get rid of this outpost here. Although once we've, gotten this this land starting to integrate anyway, we won't need those. So, it's not the end of the world with that one. The actual, army that we're building up as well is apparently going to take a very, very long time, I think. And there is, each one's taking, they take about a year to build each one of these psionic armies. And we are building a lot of psionic armies because, well, they're a lot better than the assault armies, is basically the reason for it all. And they have, you see, already built up all of their recruits. So that's reason, there is a big difference. Use no for that, because I don't care about use doing that. Get rid of that. Anomaly, research that. That's brilliant. Get rid of this. It's been upgraded. Our energy credits is full, which is excellent, although they're not really of any use to us. So, at the minute we are in a solid demand in terms of the resources that we need. One thing I would like to do as well is I would like to ideally try and colonize some lands here, maybe that one and that one sort of thing. And then once we have done that, Oh, what's this? The Great Dominion has been claiming empires near us. Hmm. Who is this? I cannot see anybody claiming any lands near us, but you know what? Fine. Let them get on with it. And I mean, if you know, if they do take it, what are they going to do, really? I mean, we're just going to declare war on them, and we're just going to take it ourselves anyway. So, you know, it's not really going to help them, is it, really? But, you know, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do, and we're not going to really stop them too much. It saves us having to, you know, spend influence to colonize it. So, it works out best for us in the long run ourselves as well. And so, yeah, let's build up some Sith to colony ships to expand further here and build up this actual sector that we are wanting to set up as well. Can you go on? Brilliant. Can't colonize there yet. We will be able to colonize that once we've surveyed it. We will be able to. We might not be able to colonize that. Oh, we have received it from the Chith Ascendancy. Where are they? They are, well, they are there actually. They are not too far from us. Use. I don't know. Why do you keep asking us? Why? I wish I knew. I wish I would actually, you know, read the information to find out why these guys keep asking us, but I don't really care enough to. So let's get those all out of the way and let's continue on and see. I mean, this army here, it is starting to get a bit larger. So I think maybe, potentially, let's have a look. Embark all of those. And let's see how big this fleet would be already now. So embark all of those. Let's actually, yeah, let's keep that all going and, you know, actually, you know, moving while we're doing this. The Concord Dawn Anti-Alien Task Force, apparent response to our operations on their primitive world. Many of the Sith native states on Concord have momentarily put aside their squabbling to form a super national military organization. Good for them, I guess. And that's not really exactly a threat to me, I'm sure. But hey, that's what they want to do. Then that's what they have every right to try and do. It's not going to work for them, but you know, people like to try. So let's assemble all of this army up. It is going to be apparently, I think, actually quite a large force, but you know, we're going to see. And like I said, I think it's looking like it's going to be quite a large force, but I might be wrong there. It might actually only be tiny and not really anything of any threat to anyone, although I suspect that is not going to be the case. I suspect that much more likely is that they will be able to kick the Wookiee backsides, would be the nice way of putting it, I think. And that's what we want, really. The Sith are quite sort of famous, certainly in the expanded universe. Well, not so much the Sith directly, but the the Empire was quite famous for sort of enslaving the Wookiees and really just ruining their day, and working alongside the Trandoshans to try and do that. And you saw the actual Senate, the Republic, then the Imperial Senate, their planets are in the same system, and the Trandoshans managed to work with the Imperials to remove the Wookiees as the ones who controlled that seat. Quite an interesting little tidbit. Probably not really much interest to anybody other than myself, but it is very interesting to myself, and I will, though, talk about that a little bit more in the next episode. So I think I am going to leave it there for today. Do be sure to come back and watch again for the Wookiee War. So as always, do be sure to hit that subscribe button for when that's coming out, and I shall see you next time.